crave. Under neon lights we take a stand. Knights and wizards across the land.
Good morning and welcome. It is August 15th. It is about 8:20 in the morning here at Site B. It is 63 degrees and cloudy because it's summer. It's Friday, so it's time to take a look at all the crowdfunding type project thingies that are coming to an end, but you still have a chance to support. So if we see anything that we like, let me know. Here, we're going to go and see what today's hodgepodge of cornucopia of plethora of Kickstarters are coming to an end. How many big words can I use in a sentence? Come on, work. Bam! From Cross Paths Press, we have Drakhom, Drakonym, a narrative-first dragon bond ttrpg. Dragon bonding. This is an original core system. It's $185 for shipping and handling for the PDF and print version of the 3 books, The Adventures, plus GM screen, cards, a journal, a binder, box, dice, and more. Want to bond with the dragon and go on adventures? Draconym is designed for group or GM-less or solo play with magic divided into action point combat, and of course rules for your dragon companion, which allows the worm to have its own unique journey. It also has solo rule books and stuff like that. Dragon bonding. I guess dragons are really popular again. The niece was in town, and we went to the bookstore to get her books for whatever. And yeah, in the young adult section and in the science fiction section, there's a lot of books about dragons. Not just the ones we expect to see, but a whole bunch of new ones. A lot of them I didn't recognize the author, but I guess dragons are big again. I don't know why. There doesn't seem to be anything that I can think of that would spawn a brand new dragon fad. Oh, maybe the Dragon Riders of Berk live action. Because they did, How to Train Your Dragon live action. And apparently if you go to Epic Universe in Florida, the new Universal Park, the Dragon Riders of Berk section is actually the one people feel is the most immersive. Like everybody goes in and sees Dark Universe first, and then they're like, oh my God, Dark Universe is so amazing. The ride's so amazing. The look's so amazing. And then they go over to Dragon Riders of Berk and they're like, okay, this is like the most immersive. This is the best. Wow. So maybe that's it. Right? That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, I don't think there's anything on TV right now that's dragoness. Is there? Anyways, yeah. So this is a book game that's, hey, you're a fantasy world and you can fly dragons and you can also bond with them, i.e. Dragon Riders of Pern. Wars and Means, or SNEEZ, Ways and Means, a Heart source book for Rowan, Rook, and Descartes. We just did a look at Heart and Spire. $70 shipping and handling, print PDF and print versions of the book, plus a deck of cards. We love the cards. This is a campaign setting for Heart, the City Beneath. New rules and stuff like that. 3 new classes, 3 new callings, artifacts spelled wrong, spells, guns, hirelings, pets, fashions, drugs, and more. Remember, we talked about Spire the other day. It's the emo world where drows are the put down upon and the other elves have taken over, and you play a drow that's trying to reclaim the city. Ways and Means. I don't know why it's spelled like this. I'm sure it's something to do with the concept of the game. Is that a shield with a light on it? I guess so. All right, here we have from Vaults of Varn, Graculcus Droog. We have Vaults of Varn 2nd edition. This is for Knave. From Ben over at Questing Beach. $40 shipping and handling for the PDF and print versions of the book. It's post-apocalyptic, post-human science fantasy inspired by Doom, Hyperion, and the Book of the New Sun, and the graphic works of Mobius. 320 pages of beautiful illustrations in a world that is unique desert of possibilities, future tech, and so much more. With 10 playable ancestries, including humans, mutants, robots, and everything in between. Randomly generated equipment, magic, 100 monsters, procedural map generation, and random tables. If you're a fan of art first science fantasy, check out this Baccarat campaign. So yeah, Mobius, Jerry Cornelius, and the Airtight Garage. Yeah. that very acidpunk heavy metal style of the early 80s prog rock. Yeah, just amazing art. Love this kind of stuff. Love my, my ultraviolet grasslands, slumbering czar, endless deserty, filled with science fantasy wonder. Yeah. And it's the cheapest we've seen so far, only $40. From Parable Games, we have Shiver, a corporate horror comedy tabletop role-playing game. $99 shipping and handling for the PDF and print version. Plus, you get 2 supplements, an adventure, plus a deck of cards, dice, a bag. You get a dice bag, notepad, and a pen, and an ID badge, and a stress ball. Okay, well, ID ball and a stress ball to better, get you in the feeling of, hey, I'm in a evil corporation. If you're familiar with the animated cartoon Hell of a Boss, maybe that would be a, sort of reference. Do you want to work in a corporation full of violence, monsters, adventures, promotions, and Keith microwaving fish again? Oh my God, dude. I had this, the last time I had actually working on site, one of the coworkers brought the little microwavable fish meal from the Jenny Craig every day. That's what she ate. And we don't know if she ate it because she really just loved the Jenny Craig fish, or she just loved torturing us with the smell of fish, but microwaved fish smell. Oh God. So yeah, you're playing a Fortune 500 company that's run by demons and monsters. So a Fortune 500 company, and you have to do profits and do stuff. So do stuff to make the company work. Does this work as a role-playing game or more of a board game / card game? Don't know. I mean, Hell of a Boss and there's a couple of horror movies that have done this, the company that was running Cabin in the Woods, kind of thing. Is there a role-playing game in there? Where you just play guys in an office who just happen to be demons? Don't know. Probably not. From Stiff Whiskers Press, we have Weird Frontiers reference guide for Dungeon Crawl Classics, $25 for the PDF and POD of the book. It references the DCC Weird Frontiers. DCC Weird Frontiers is DCC's, Weird West. They did a Weird West one. They did a fantasy, they did a mutant one, and they did a Weird West one. You hardly ever hear about the Weird West one. So this is a source book to help you run stuff, including adventures and how to do stuff with Weird West. Or, if you could spend like $6 and pick up my Weird West game. Just saying. And then from Super Savage Systems for Neon Lords of the Toxic Wastelands Burp Wrap Minis. We did a Neon Lords of the Toxic Wastelands review a while back. It's $200 to get you 5 packs of minis. Do you play Neon Lords of the Toxic Wastelands? These miniatures are for our upcoming skirmish game, include riders of the Burlwap Scumdogs, Baddies, Bros for Hire, and WrestleManiacs Pass. If you want new creatures to add to your combat, this backlit campaign has all you require, and you get a figure of the Grimace from McDonaldlands. He's all grown up now, and he survived the apocalypse. Let's see if we have some other pictures of these. Yeah, there are pictures on the Kickstart, but they're not very good. But I'll show you guys if you want to see them. Okay. So these are the pictures I found. And it's hard to see because they did this day glow behind it, but it sort of ruins the figure. So don't really know what we're looking at here. It's hard. I mean, my eyes are hurting just looking at this. Anybody else? Do we have any other figures? Here we go again. But again, it looks like they did it under Blacklight to give it that, 80s style. There's Toxic Crusader. Judge Dredd type character. There's some Judge Dredd type characters, some mutants, some aliens. But yeah, this day glow glow in the dark that they chose to take the pictures in is really hard on the eyes. It's hurting my eyes just to look at it. But then I have months messed up eyes. Do I have any better? Oh, there's a close-up. That one's a little better because at least we can get, some detail. But again, the coloring choices is really hard on the eyes, guys. Here's another one. Here's the grimace. Here's some wrestling ones. Post-apocalypse guys who've adopted wrestling as their, wasn't that for sort of the main theme of that game? I wonder what happened to it. I thought I had a copy of it. Probably sold it. Look, the Bro SR. Here's a slightly better look at the minis. Here's some people playing. Here's a QR code. Yeah. All right. So that's a little better. So we get to see what the figures look like. So that's kind of fun. Thank you for showing those. So some of those are really hard on the eyes, guys. You might want to rethink, unless I'm the only one's bothering them. Anyways, a whole bunch of figures for $200. Probably. Does anybody even remember that DCC made a Weird West? No. So, no. So many games that have tried to do this already. Maybe. No. I know there's just something uncomfortable about them saying, bond with your dragon. Chicken brown cow. Yeah. Nothing really jumps out at me except for maybe this one. But your mileage very vary. Don't listen to me. I'm an idiot. Make up your own mind. If any of these Kickstarter sound like something you want to support, you can use the link down below. You can also use the links down below to support me. Remember, I am an Only Crits affiliate. So if you're looking to get some new dice and you want to support the oggm and Steve the Cat, use the Only Crits link. All my product is currently on sale right now over the drive-thru, both Vigilantes for Shadowdark and Tales from the Pog War. Speaking of post-apocalyptic, Weird West fantasy science fiction, we've got mine, which I think is awesome. And I'm working on the first supplement for that right now. So it's a great time to jump in on the Shadowdark Moderns phase. Again, if you want to use any of the link if you want to pick up any of the ones that I mentioned down below, I have included a link. Till next time, I'm the OGGM. Talk to you all later. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon.